ó jọ má bẹ́ẹ̀ tọpọlọ rẹ̀ ò tó nǹkan rárá tàbí ètò wà ń bẹ kó má tiẹ̀ wúlò mọ́ rárá.
Akpabiole indirectly sending a message to Natocha that public office is not just a place to turn to a spectacle. Coming from the dramatics personnel or criminals who are living like royalties, who want every man and woman, right, to lick their feet. You get what I mean? And they feel easily offended if you take them up on that same leadership responsibility. I say, okay, yeah, you want to be a responsible leader. Now let's ask you these questions. Would you be able to answer the following? They get triggered. Shut up your mouth. Sit down. Shut up. Don't, what do you think? Shut up your mouth. And they're like, really? Bunch of irresponsible men and women, cancers, opportunists, pickpockets, are there deciding or making decisions rather that affect millions of lives, including the ones that are yet unborn, generations yet unborn. They are there seated in their council where they approve loans that generations yet unborn will pay and pay for. They glorify poverty in such a never seen before that they have actually built institution around it, and they call it management of poverty. They even have a ministry for it. The more they throw money at this poverty, the monster poverty, the more people become poorer and poorer. People who love to put up performative shows. They want to renovate a 10-kilometer road. They will throw a party. If they succeed in rehabilitating the road, they will throw another party after like hyper overinflating this same road contract and what have you. Characters like that shouldn't preach about leadership. Unfortunately, they could, because it's Nigeria. They are not too different from their supposed followers, by the way, the citizens. Fortunately, it is not a place of justice. People who sit in judgment are those who are supposed to actually be judged. You get what I mean? Those who are supposed to be in jail are there making laws that the rest of us just have to follow, whether we like it or not. You don't even have a choice of choosing your own representatives, your leaders, like, you know, legitimately, without the whole process being compromised, that we end up producing criminals like Tifnumbu and others. One of their colleagues who is representing Abia, I think Abia North or so, in the House of Representatives, decided to take it up with this newly returned National Assembly to discuss the, like, unbelievable, maybe believable though, right? The unbelievable silence that those who are supposed to, like, speak against executive excessiveness or executive lawlessness, they are just their rubber stamp, and they will silence any voice that comes in contrary to whatever the agenda they have put forward. So this man represents Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu constituency in the National Assembly. You've seen him severally, different court appearances and all that, right? And he decided again, which will be like God knows how many times now, right? Okay, everybody is freshly back. Here is one of the issues you should look into. And how did they react? Watch this.
You don't shut me down. You also have the right. It is important, Mr. Speaker, that this House takes cognizance
is compromised
of the issue of Nnamdi Kanu.
That you can bring it up, and I thought that particular position is talking in respect of instances where the issues is beyond your control. But this is not what a letter from you to from yourself to me.
Yes, sir. The
when
letter
you
is
have
here,
as a member
Mr. Speaker.
direct access to come to my office and seek for explanation.
Mr. Speaker,
why?
I've been
Why
to
do
your
you
office.
have to go through this?
I've been to your office to seek
the speaker.
Please.
Excuse me, sir. Can you read the order book, Rule 6 and subsection 2, to know that Honorable Obi Agocha, I represent the great people, Mr. Speaker, of Iguano, Umaya North and Umaya South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm an Abia man. Mr. Speaker, I rise on Order 6, Rule 2, matters of privilege.
What do you want to... Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity. I wish to draw the attention of Mr. Speaker and the House that on the 26th of August, 2025, I wrote a letter to Mr. Speaker, the House of Representatives, as well as a letter to the Attorney General of the Federation and a letter to Mr. President, urging for the urgent intervention request the deteriorating health conditions of my constituent Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up until today, Mr. Speaker, I have yet to receive any response from Mr. Speaker, from Mr. President, and from the Attorney General, despite the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom has been evaluated by his own team of doctors and came up with a report which was attached to the letter that was submitted to Mr. Speaker and to the President and as well to the Attorney General. Second evaluation has been conducted by the Nigerian Medical Association, and the results even further confirms the deteriorating health of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that he has organ deficiencies, low potassium, and that he is, as we speak, on the verge of death. Mr. Speaker, at the instruction of the court instructed in 8 days for the Nigerian Medical Association to also do their own assessment. So there are 3 reports now, Mr. Speaker, all leading to the same direction. I quote the judge. The judge says, "It's only a man who is alive and living can stand trial." Mr. Speaker, this is not politics or any other thing, but it is a fundamental human right that should be ascribed to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Most other people in that gap have been given opportunities to even travel overseas to seek medical attention. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is neither convicted of any crimes in Nigeria and must be protected under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, Mr. Speaker, a lot of progress has been made in order to see that the government does the right thing to be able to afford Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the urgent treatment that he needs. It's significant, Mr. Speaker, if otherwise.
My dear honorable colleague.
Yes, sir.
I do not see where your privilege is conflicted here.
I have not received a letter that I wrote to the Speaker. I'm a member of the House, and my office deserves a response, whether it's positive or not. But as a member, and the letters were received by your office on the 27th of August, right here.
Is the letter you wrote to Mr. Speaker's office just a notification?
Not a notification,
or a demand for a certain action to be taken?
Yes, we requested for a certain action, which was to intervene in the medical condition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom is now, his health condition is deteriorating.
If it is something specific to the office of the Speaker, Honorable, I find it a little bit intriguing that you will come by way of a privilege to demand action to be taken.
Mr. Speaker, the letter was written.
The Speaker that you have direct
Mr.
access
Speaker,
to.
the letter was written since August 26th.
You have direct, unfettered, Honorable.
Yes, sir.
Unfettered access to my office. This is not the kind of thing that I would expect that will come by way of privilege.
It is a matter of privilege.
If it is something beyond you, from the outside, but if it is something that is a letter written to my office, you know, a phone call from you, A visit to my office can solve the problem, so I don't think if...
Mr. Speaker, I've been to your office, Mr. Speaker.
So you mean
I've
you
also
have
submitted the
explored
letter,
all
Mr.
options
Speaker.
and opportunities. You couldn't see me except here.
I've come to your office, Mr. Speaker. We just resumed today.
I don't think
We
this,
just resumed today,
this
Mr. Speaker.
request you
And it's equally important, Mr. Speaker.
Please, Honorable,
Order, please.
Honorable, please.
Please be
step
guided.
it down because it is not the right thing to do.
Yes.
Please, I beg you. Step it down.
Please be guided.
Mr. Speaker, it is
Please
a
be
matter,
guided.
Mr. Speaker, it's a matter of life and death.
Please,
My constituent life
please
is
be
at
guided.
stake.
I am trying to tell you the
attention of the
procedure.
House, Mr.
This
Speaker.
is not right. Step it down and
Please.
see me if you want any action concerning any letter you have written to me. You don't need to
Mr.
go by way
Speaker,
of this.
the
Obiogota,
House
please be
rules,
guided.
excuse me, sir. The House rules allows me the latitude to bring an issue of privilege to this House and to the attention of Mr. Speaker. And it is important, Mr. Speaker,
It
that this
is
House
only when your
takes
privilege
cognizance
is
of
compromised
the issue of
or
Mazi
denied
Nnamdi Kanu.
that you can bring it up.
And
And I thought that particular position is talking in respect of instances where the issues is beyond your control. But this is not what a letter from you to from yourself to me.
Yes, sir. The
When
letter
you
is here,
have as a member
Mr. Speaker.
direct access to come to my office and seek for explanation.
Mr. Speaker,
why?
I've been
Why
to
do
your
you
office.
have to go through this?
I've been to your office to
You
seek
are over-arguing with the speaker.
Please.
Excuse me, sir. Can you read the order book, Rule 6 and subsection 2, to know that I also have the right?
Honorable,
Yes,
please,
you do, but
please,
you are
you are ruled
privileged.
out of order. You are ruled
You
out
don't
of order.
shut
You
me
can sit
down.
down, please.
I have to. You are ruled out of order, please. Listen to the government.
Mr.
Listen to the
Speaker,
government, please.
Mr. Speaker, we will present it before the House properly in the course of the week. I understand the pain, the heart of the representative with regards to the subject matter of Nnamdi Kanu. But we will come properly before the House so that proper hearing will be given to it.
How many times would they tell you before you know that Nigeria is not for you? Ah! Now they never leave you. They have left you behind.
That name strikes a different kind of fear into the heart of the elite of that contraption. Mention his name in the room, everybody will begin to feel agitated. They don't want to touch it, they don't want to talk about it, they don't want to, you know what I mean? While they watch this abuse of power, abuse of fundamental human rights, abuse of judicial process, all these abuses, they are very much aware. So they will just pretend that it's not happening. The guy is doing the right thing. As a representative, right, by law, you can go to the National Assembly to go and talk about just one person, which gives the National Assembly or the reps and the rest of them, right? It gives them, I mean, the law gives them some level of intervention when it comes to stuff like this. But because it is political, Nnamdi Kanu's abduction, detention, and even the fake trial on trumped-up charges, everything is political. No matter what narratives they want to probably push another, it is political. It is like a political landmine. And why is that? There are those from northern part of Nigeria who have this, who are still in this civil war that genocidal war mood. In 1970, listen to this, in 1970, Gowon declared that the war was over, no winner, no vanquish. He then declared what they called the 3 R's, if I remember very well. Rehabilitation, settlement, something like that. In order to kind of like a country start afresh and move on from there. But we all know that the physical war, the needless, bloody civil war that was over. There is another one called the Cold War, the kind of one that the likes of Boko Haram carried in their hearts, even to his grave. When he had the opportunity as the president of the country to actually really lead the country, right, unite the country. No, they weaponize this tribal, religious, and every other division that they could use, to the point that the president of Nigeria said he will wipe the Igbos out of the map. They are just dots in a cycle. Have you forgotten that? That was the president of a country. So the civil war might have ended as they put it on paper. There are those especially from northern part of Nigeria, that the name Igbo, Biafra, strikes some level of rage in them. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's different. And that is why they are comfortable negotiating with real terrorists who have wreaked real havoc. And then they would spend everything, like spend a fortune, just to be able to convict a man that is saying, let my people go, Nnamdi Kanu. So it's like a trophy. They are keeping him as a trophy. So anyone who decided to release him is stepping on the political landmine. Also, they believe, and his fundamental human rights, his every other right can be completely abused for all they care. Not that they didn't know. Of course they do. Where the government is teleguiding the judiciary, and at the same time, cherry picking which of the court judgments they are going to abide with. You got what I mean? So they are aware. But it won't last long. The table will turn. And those who are so pompous today, power drunk, and others who are also very much comfortable in that level of, impunity, the table will turn. They think that they are actually like doing you a favor for holding political office, which they killed to occupy. And they are in the office, ask them questions about what they are doing. They automatically become so upset, angry. And you're like, why are you angry? I have the right to ask all these questions. Say, no, who are you? You don't deflect on. It is about their personality, their ego, and all that. Because since Tifnumbu came in, I don't know if you have noticed, they have now, they have lifted eye service and hypocrisy to the next level. They discovered that Tifnumbu enjoyed this praise singing and the praise singers, and every one of them around him became a professional praise singer because he probably enjoys it, or he does enjoy it. But if you dare hold them, try to hold them responsible, then you're going to see the other side of them that ordinarily it takes extra push to get to that level with Nigerian politicians. Because Nigerian politicians are actors. They can act any role. They can take anything in. They understand that their people knows them as criminals. At the same time, right, there's nothing they can do about it. So as long as they are playing the script very well. So now get to the skin of, under the skin of a Nigerian politician on national television, that takes extra. And I think that's one thing they don't like about Rufai Oseni. I know most of you have